Hi, Scorpios. Welcome to Golden Truth Tarot. Now, let's get started with your May reading. The first week of May is going to start with a spark. It's going to start full of energy, full of passion. You have some amazing ideas during this week. You're feeling great physically, health wise. You feel amazing. If you have set some goals for yourself in your health journey, in your fitness journey, you are either very, very close to accomplishing them and seeing some amazing results already, or you have already accomplished them and you feel amazing, you look amazing. This is a time where your confidence is going to be higher. I also see someone new coming into your life, someone who you might really like and feel drawn to physically, someone who you are flirting with and you like to look good for this person. You like the compliments that you're getting, so that is something that is making your week even more exciting, even more interesting. I see that it's going to be in the very beginning stages of getting to know this person. Maybe for some you might go on a first date, for others it's just you flirting and um, communicating and seeing where this can lead, and you're enjoying that first talking stage. As I said, for others, it can also be you going on a first date and seeing how things go from there. It has potential because the both of you have a very strong chemistry. You're drawn to one another. It can flourish into a beautiful relationship, but it's going to take some time. Now, when it comes to career, professionally, for some Scorpios, I do see you having some amazing ideas, something that you're very passionate about, something that you really want to start, you want to work towards. If you're planning to open a new business, if you're planning to start a new job, if you are planning to start a project that you're very passionate about, that maybe can transform into something creative that you can make money off of, this is the time to get started, because you have to channel all this positive energy, all this fire, all this passion. You have to transmute that into something productive for yourself and for your future. Now, the second week is going to be a time for you to spend some time alone, reevaluate everything, what you want to do when it comes to your future, when it comes to your goals, when it comes to manifesting this desire, this strong desire that you have into something tangible, something physical. And also, it's a good time to clear anything that is not working for you anymore, because we have a full moon in Scorpio in your sign on May 12th. And you're going to feel that full moon energy 2-3 days prior to May 12th and 2-3 days after. So this is a time to either detox, so you can start with physically by fasting, or if you are used to fasting, maybe fasting for longer periods of time. Some of you might decide to use some detoxing teas, or just smoothies, juicing for a couple of days, so you can clear your system from anything heavy. If you're not feeling your best self, this is the best time to do so. And also do a detox of your environment. You have to prepare, you have to cleanse your energy in order for new opportunities to come your way, in order for you to make space for this new thing that you want to welcome in your life. So start by clearing your home, cleaning everything, anything that you haven't been using for a long time, things that have just been sitting around thinking, oh, maybe I can use it someday. Cleanse that, take everything out, make sure everything is as organized as possible, and decluttering is very important. And it helps you manifest before, it helps you prep yourself before something big comes into your life. And you can do the same thing with your workspace, you can do the same thing with your car. Just make sure that you're prepared, and you need this time, because you're so scattered, you need this time to regroup. Think about fire can be very beneficial if it's structured, if it's inside an oven, it has a structure around it. It can be very useful. We can use it to create energy. We can use it to cook with. We can use it for amazing things. But if there is no structure around your fire, if it's not organized, and it can just burn, it can scatter and burn everything. So that's why spending some time alone, reorganizing your thoughts, your ideas in a practical way, it's going to be very beneficial. And then in the third week, you're going to move from decluttering your life, from detoxing yourself, to also changing something in terms of your friend group, in terms of people that you know, in terms of people that might be acquaintances, because you will be invited somewhere from friends or people that you know, and you're going to realize that the time you're spending with them, you're going to realize how different you are, how your dreams and your goals are completely different from theirs. You're going to realize that you're just wasting your time. You're not benefiting anything out of the friend groups. They're You have grown apart, and you're also going to see signs of envy and jealousy, not really being happy for you, for the things that you're interested about, not really feeling like there is any positivity or any good energy. You might even feel drained after you spend time with them. So this is going to be a time where you're going to tell yourself, okay, I have to detox the people that I know. Channel your energy and focus your energy only on people that are truly important to you, who give you back, who pour into you the same way you're pouring into them. And that is necessary to make space for new people to come into your life, because I see a shift that is happening, Scorpios, a big shift, and financially you're going to completely change your life. You're going to see the fruits of your hard work, of your labor. You're going to see good results in the last week of May. But the most important thing is you're working to change your mindset. You're working to clear any poverty thoughts, any um, feeling confined, feeling like there is no options for you. You're trying to work with that poverty mindset, because some of you come from a background where you had, when you were younger or when you were children, you came from a family who didn't have a lot of resources, and everything for them was difficult and negative. And some of that way of talking and way of thinking, you're trying to change that, because all you heard growing up was, we can't do this, we can't afford that, it's too much money, we can make this, we can't buy that, it's not something that we can do. And you want the best for yourself. You want to be able to create the life that you want, and at times you have to detach from the old, you have to detach from the toxicity in order for you to change. And a lot of people around you still think the same way. They think that you have to struggle in life, um, that you have to go through challenges, that everything comes with a lot of hard work, that you need to, in order that money, it's not good. Money makes people evil. Money makes people not loving and not appreciating. So there's a lot of bad bad mentality and bad feelings about money and people who are wealthy and people who are rich. That's what you're trying to change. You're trying to remove those kind of thoughts, that kind of energy from your life. And at times you're going to realize that you have to detach yourself from some people that are close to you, because of the way they think and because the way they operate, and because you don't want the same thing anymore. You want to make those changes for yourself, and you're in a phase where things are improving. You're getting to a point where you don't have to worry about money anymore. You're thinking that yes, you can make money. Money is always going to come to you. You're a money magnet. You're telling that to yourself. You're reprogramming your subconscious mind in a positive, in a very positive way. And try to think in terms of a rotten apple. If we take a healthy, juicy apple and put it right next to the rotten apple, in a couple of days the healthy apple will rot as well. So that's what you're trying to avoid, being infected by the negativity. That's what's so important to you at this time, to spend time alone, work on your goals, work on what you need to do. Also feel grounded. It's very important as well, because from the green oracle, the message for you is passion, beetroot. So the beat is all about, the red color is all about that love, that passion, that desire to do something with your life, something important, something that you love. But it's also in the ground. The roots are in the ground. So remember, at times where you feel disconnected, where you feel overwhelmed, where you feel like there is too much going on, that's the time that you need to ground yourself, Scorpios. That's the time that you need to connect with earth, to feel, to release that tension and negativity. I would recommend for you spending a lot of time in nature, especially if you live close to any bodies of water, so ocean, lake, sea, river. Try to walk barefoot so you can feel the earth, feel the ground. uh, Water is very soothing for Scorpios because you are a water sign, so being close to the water is very beneficial. It helps you just reorganize your mind, release any anxiety, any stress, any tension that you might feel, feelings of overwhelm. And it helps you soothe, it helps you relax, it helps you feel connected. This is the best thing you can do at times if you feel lonely, if you feel misunderstood, if you feel like an outcast, if you feel like you don't belong. To spend some time in nature, take a walk, relax, even hug a tree. Just feel the feel the fresh air. Allow yourself to be present in the moment and understand that you're doing everything what you're supposed to do at this time, and it's only going to get better from this point. Okay, Scorpios, this is everything that I see for you for the month of May. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave me a like, a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, and I see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.